Skit Gaming is a YouTube channel that mainly does Roblox game reviews and certain different videos in said Roblox games like game modes. But back in the day, he used to be the go-to channel for Blood and Iron how-tos and still has a huge amount of views with his videos. He is definitely the biggest Blood and Iron YouTuber and has had a huge impact on the game. I used to watch his tutorials a long time ago and I thought to myself today, I wonder if Skit's old tutorials and tips videos still hold up. Skit has been doing these videos since 2017 when Blood and Iron was still only 2 years old. Now that Blood and Iron's turning 10 this year, I thought I would go through Skit's old tutorial videos and still see if they hold up to this day. As you guys know, I have made these tips and tricks and class tutorial videos before as well. So I thought this would be a fun video idea. So take a seat and let's go through Skit's old videos to see if they still hold up. So the first video we're gonna watch is the Sapper tips and tricks video.
Anyway, sappers can assist their comrades on the field by building defensive structures such as sandbags, wooden barricades, and earthen mounds almost anywhere on the battlefield.
Yep.
If someone's aiming a musket at you, you're just like, oh, whatever, I can try to dodge. But if you see this guy charging at you, chances are you'll end up skedaddling, if you're smart.
I think currently right now what he said is the complete opposite nowadays. If there's just a sapper running at you with an axe and you have a shot and you could just shoot him, right? He might dodge, but you have a shot and he'll get scared and stuff. But if you're running at someone with a gun, you're gonna have an issue because they have a bullet, right? You can try to dodge it, but if you get hit, you're cooked. And yeah, I think currently right now it's the opposite, but yeah, this is just something I wanted to point out now.
The Sapper axe deals 50% of a healthy player's HP at all times. So every time a Sapper lands 2 hits on someone, it's a guaranteed kill no matter what.
I thought it was like 60 or something like that. It's a 2-hit any time unless you're a cuirassier. Yep.
A popular form of defense built for standalone bases is the old mound sandbag combo, where stacks of sandbags are positioned on the very center of a large dirt mound. I find this to be an effective and quick to assemble fortification, so use it where you deem necessary.
Okay, so this used to be go-to for like cover, but now it's the mound and then barricades instead of sandbags, because what the enemy can do, they could just not jump over, but they can just go over the sandbags and you're pretty much cooked. Currently right now, if you guys want to build some type of fortification where you can shoot over, the better option now is the dirt and barricades.
As a sapper, you gain the ability to stuff a building chock full with barriers and obstacles to delay an attacking force attempting to gain entry. They will get through eventually, but that's a long time coming, so you have plenty of time to sit and ponder why you're such a sore loser, you camping sapper. The sapper's wooden spikes will kill or maim any horses that charge into them, so they're extremely useful on maps where cavalry is present.
Stakes have become a lot more useless over the years because people just adapted to just going around them. They're still useful sometimes, but what you want to do with cavalry is don't actually build the full thing, but just build like the wooden piece that's on the floor. And cavalry, if you build it while a cav is charging at you, they'll stop at that wooden part and they'll get stuck for a little bit. In that time, you're able to hit the cavalry while they're trying to turn away. So that's the current way to do it nowadays. And yeah, just something I wanted to point out as well.
Anyway, once again, don't be the soup guy. It's just vexing.
Soup men still exists now, bro. And it's actually crazy because it's 2025 and I still sometimes see people doing soup and it's just like, brother, just let it go. You see how old this video is? This was common back then and it's still common now. This video, I think it still holds a lot of information. There's just some stuff that doesn't stand in the current meta. Yeah, this is still a pretty solid video. And let's go on to the next video. So we're gonna do Blood and Iron melee or melee or whatever that I got clowned on last time for saying it wrong.
Lance, given to pikemen and lancers, grant the longest range of any melee weapon in the game. This range allows players to hit mounted enemies and keep opponents at a distance. They can also be braced while a player is crouching, which is instantly lethal to any horse that hits the head.
Bracing doesn't exist anymore. I know back then bracing used to be a thing, but now you don't have to brace to kill horses instantly. The pike instantly kills horses, or at least it kills hussar and medium horses. but you don't have to brace anymore to do that. And the lance is just ass. Like, but this used to be a feature and it's gone now, so this currently does not exist anymore.
You can speed up by holding the pike in a neutral position by pressing X, but can't attack in this stance. The pike and lance will kill a healthy player in 3 hits.
Dude, the pike is still so bad, bro. I just wanted to say that.
The sapper axe, branch, and sledgehammer, given to sappers and partisans respectively, force range doing massive damage. Those killer cubes of Nina you can confront with them, also slow you down using them. In addition, the items of the soul swing game, which easily players using them for missing to the target. This will kill a healthy player in 2 hits.
I think one thing that he forgot to point out was that all of those heavy weapons have completely different construct damages. The axe and the sledgehammer have the same, but the branch, back then, oh my god, I forgot that the shovel didn't exist back then, but they have different construct damage. Some of them have better construct damage than others, but obviously the ones that have both the highest construct damage and the highest player damage are the best ones, at least to me. So the branch is the worst one out of all of them, and the sledgehammer and the axe is the best one out of all of the heavy ones. Just wanted to point that out.
Finally, this list wouldn't be complete without the bayonet, which is arguably the second most common melee weapon in the game. The bayonet can be activated by pressing X while holding a line infantry musket. It has a decent swing speed and a longer range than the sword, allowing a player wielding it to hit enemies farther away. There are no movement speed drawbacks, and it can be braced like the pike and lance by crouching to instantly kill any horses that come into contact with it. The bayonet will kill a healthy player in 3 hits.
You can't brace anymore, just wanted to say that as well. And also, this was before the bayonet swing speed buff, and oh my god, it is so much faster now. Like, looking at this footage, I'm like, dude, this thing used to kind of suck because you had a slower walk speed than like just having it on your side. It was way worse back then, and now it's like one of the best in the game because of how fast you can swing it. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that too.
A few of these tips are as follows. If you've ever watched a boxing match, you know that the fighters aren't just standing there wailing on each other. They're dancing around the ring, trying to get around their opponent's guard and deliver a blow. The same concept goes for close quarters combat in Blood and Iron. Keep circling your enemy while attacking to throw them off. This will increase the chance that they will miss you with an attack of their own, and could let you get around their defense if they're blocking.
Circling isn't too good now because they're also gonna start circling, so what you really want to do now with these type of swords is just try to have them swing, like try to fake them out or something, like try to bob and weave, not circle, but like bob and weave. Have them swing and then try to counter back. That's currently the way to do it. See, like, you like fake them out, that type of stuff, and like this guy right here, like that's how you do it, pretty much. It still works like that, but obviously with a little more movement.
Blocking should be done sparingly, as it affords you no real advantage except to deflect an attack that you know would have hit you. If you remain blocking, you can easily find yourself in a hopeless situation when your opponent just never stops attacking. Only block if you must, like if a sapper axe is about to destroy you.
That's true still. I think that's really where blocking is still good, and also blocking is still really good against hussars and like cav in general. Blocking is what you really want to do when you're on the floor, because really if you're trying to block and you're one hit and the guy's just hammering you while like he's like attacking you, swinging at you while you're one hit, probably do the bob and weave, maybe try to get a couple hits, but you might probably be cooked by then. Alright, so there's obviously some stuff I wanted to point out, mainly the bracing and that type of stuff. Now the next video I want to go on is artillery tutorial. This will be the last one. What's going on, guys?
Skit Gaming here, and today we'll be back in Blood and Iron. Becoming an arty man is quite simple. All you gotta do is click into the artillery tab in the equipment selection menu, pick ranker, and you're all set.
That's the one to shoot the cannon. Well, I mean, you can shoot the cannon as an officer, but you don't have a rammer. That one, if you want to like reload the cannon, that's the only way to do it.
Cannons can only be used by artillerymen, and they aren't too difficult to figure out. Grab a shot from the box lying adjacent to the cannon, then load it into the barrel from the front. Once that is done, use your ramrod to pack the charge inside the cannon. Finally, stand on the black circle to enter the gunnery interface, and use WASD to aim, F to fire. Keep in mind that you'll need to clean the barrel out before you can load another round.
I wouldn't recommend cleaning it from the front. You can actually clean the cannon from the back. I've talked about it in my artillery video. You can clean it from the back of the cannon instead of the front, which if you're in the front you can get shot at easily. If you clean it from the back area back here, if you're behind there and you click on like any part of this cannon area, you can load and clean the barrel from there, which gives you more cover, and it's just way better. You don't need to run around, and it takes less time to shoot the cannon. So I just wanted to point that out as well.
Let your teammates repel any attacks so that you can resume your job as fire support.
Dude, what is his HP? That's like 0.005, bro. What?
If an enemy comes to attack you, I suggest you use it instead of trying to bop him on the head with your rammer.
The sword doesn't exist for the rankers anymore for artillery. They got nerfed with the rifle. They have the sword bayonet now, which is a 4-hit, not a 3-hit. Sword bayonet has a lot of issues. It's not the worst, but it's not the best as well. Mainly want to stick near your cannon, not out running everywhere unless there's only like one guy and you guys need to rush him. So yeah, this video still has a lot of information that is really good, such as having support at the cannon. Now howitzers exist, which have one new shot and a different cannon with an arc shot instead, which didn't exist since this video is like 6 years old. Yeah, there's just a bunch of new stuff with cannon, and yeah, there's just been a lot of changes. I just went through a few of Skit's videos, just wanted to see if they still hold true. And yeah, if you guys want a part 2 of this, let me know. But I wanted to thank Skit for, like, you know, giving me the inspiration to make my own tutorials for classes and stuff. Yeah, just subscribe to Skit because he also does really good reviews. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, leave a like and a sub. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs. Also, thank you guys for the support on the Phantom Resistance video. Yeah, more will come. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.